Hi, everybody. Good day to all of you. I pray that your day is going as best as possible on today. I love all of you, family. I'm praying for you. I'm here for you. You can make it. I want you to keep going. I want you to stay encouraged. I want you to be encouraged. I want you to know that you're not left out of God's mind. God has you on his mind today. God has you on his mind. You're on God's heart. And I want you to know that God is working things out for you. Don't give up. Don't listen to the voices on the outside that will tell you that God doesn't love you. If he loved you, you wouldn't go through this. Don't listen to that. Don't listen to the voices that will tell you that if it was God's will for you, you wouldn't go through so much trouble. That's just not true. You're going to find yourself in trouble whenever you're in the midst of God's will. When you are pursuing your life, whenever you are pursuing your dreams and your future, you're going to find yourself in trouble. You're going to find yourself in conflict. Because sometimes whenever we get on the road, my goodness, whenever we get on that road to success, family, it is a really, really tight place. It's a complicated place. And I want you to understand that you're still in God's will. You are. You're on God's mind today. You're in his heart. He's going to bless you. He's going to take care of you. He is. And I don't want you to worry about people who had an opportunity to do better by you, family, and who didn't do it. You know, people didn't want to do better by you. They didn't do better by you. They made a choice not to do that. And you know, sometimes people will come around. It's just like us. You know, we do better because sometimes it's unfortunate, but it's the truth. We're growing. We're still growing. We're still learning. You know, people didn't do better by you at one point in your life because everything was going good in their life. Everything was peaches and cream, so to speak, in their life. But the moment that the tables turned, the moment that God allowed these people's lives to turn upside down, now they want to do better. It's just like you and I. You know, sometimes we don't pray like we need to pray until we get in trouble. Sometimes we don't pray and draw closer to God until we get in a bad conflict, until we have major problems in our life, and that's going to drive us to our knees. This is what has happened to you with people in your life. They didn't do better by you. They did not do better by you because they made a choice not to do better by you. They made that conscious decision not to do better by you. We all have free will. But the moment that their life started turning upside down, they began to rethink their own life with you. So now they want to do better. You got to weigh out the motives of people. You got to weigh out the heart of people. And you know, we have to stay in check with our own motives, and we got to stay in check with our own lives. You know, we'll do better too in our life when things don't go so right in our life. And God doesn't want us in that position. God doesn't want us in that place. People didn't do better by you, family of God. They didn't do better by you in their life at that time because their life was going good. Their life was going great. And they didn't want to do better because they didn't see the benefit of doing better for you at that moment, at that particular time, and at that particular season in your life. But the moment their life turned upside down, the moment that their life went backwards, the moment that they got on that roller coaster in their own life, now people want to do better by you. They want to do better by you, family of God, because things are not working out the way they wanted them to work out. They want to do better by you for these reasons, because now they understand the threat that they are up under. You know, a lot of people that left your life, these people are up under a threat. And they have so much pride that they've gotten themselves in so much messes that they don't know how to humble themselves and walk out of that. They think the best thing that they can do is stay in that. Whenever you made a bad decision, humble yourself and walk out of it. Humble yourself. We always pray and ask God his leading so we can make sure that we're doing the right thing, that we're obeying God, that we're truly hearing from God. But whenever you're up under a threat, you'll do better. Whenever you're in a bad place, you're going to do better. A lot of people found themselves in conflict. A lot of people found themselves in a situation where they were threatened. And they had to do better. They didn't do better on their own. No. And you don't want anybody in your life like that who are forced to do better by you, because it's not going to remain. It's not. Because if they had an opportunity to do well by you, family, when life was going good for them, they would have done that. You know, it's not good to want to tag on to people, hang on to people who only want to do well by you. when they're in a really bad place, when they're in a bad place, when they're in a tight place, when they're in trouble, when they're in the midst of conflict, when they're under a threat. Now they want to do better by you. But listen, family, the moment that their life begin to sail smoothly again, guess what is going to happen? These people are going to revert right back to that old person, because the inside of that person hasn't changed. It's same for you and I. Don't wait till you get up under attack to change, to do better. You do better anyway. You do better regardless. You do better when things are good in your life. Do better when things are not so good in your life. Now these people are under attack. Now their life is in conflict. They got all kind of problems going on in their life, and they're looking at you as a solution to fix it. Don't be a solution for these people. Allow them to sit right in the bed that they made. They made that bed, so allow them to lay in it. Don't pull people out. You allow these people to stay right in the bed that they made. Let them lay in it. Let them cover themselves up in that. Don't you take part of that, because God is going to allow judgment to hit people. And you don't want to be in the way when God is pronouncing judgment, because guess what? You're going to experience that judgment as well, family of God. You are. People want to do well by you whenever their life is going bad. When they had an opportunity to do well by you, when everything was going good in their life, they made a decision not to do well by you. So this is how you know that you don't want to be affiliated with people like this. This is how you know without a shadow of a doubt that you don't want to be affiliated with people like that. Their life is going bad. Now they want to do right by you. Now they want to be nice to you. Now they want to respect you. But when their life was going absolutely amazing, you didn't hear from these people. You didn't see these people. They treated you like dirt. They disrespected you. They dishonored you. They had a lack of connection with you. They refused to connect with you on all levels. So now that their life is going down, now these people are in trouble. Now they want to run to you so you can pull them up out of that. Now they want to run to you because they're in trouble. You got to know the difference between when somebody is doing well by you because they care enough about you to do it, when things are going right, not when they get in trouble. That means nothing. That means nothing. When a person's life is going well and then they don't want to do well by you, but the moment their life hit a bad spot, the moment that their life hit a bad place, now they want to do better. No, family. Don't take that. Don't accept that. Don't. Always be in a position where you do better before your life is under attack. Don't allow your life to get under attack before you make a decision to do better. No. Do better when the sun is shining in your life. Do better. Because whenever the sun is shining in your life and when you're doing better at that moment, at that season in your life, God loves that. So when your days come, when life isn't so well, you're going to still do well. You're going to still do good. These people didn't want to do better by you because they thought they would never need you, for one. A lot of these people thought you were beneath them. They thought within themselves somehow, some sick way, they thought themselves to be better than you. That's why people treat you so poorly, because they have a lack of respect for you. It is. It's the truth. It's really sad to say, and it may be hard for your ears to hear, but the Bible said we shall know the truth, and the truth shall make us free. The truth that you hear, that is the truth that's going to make you free. Even if you hear a truth and it doesn't feel good to your spirit, still receive that truth, because at some point in your life you're going to need that truth, and that truth is going to help you grow, and that truth is going to help you make it, and that truth is going to help you prosper. People want to do well by you when life goes wrong. But what about when their life goes good? Do you see them? Do you hear for them? You don't, do you? They're not for you. They're not on your team. So don't allow these people to come into your life, family, and to draw from your well. Don't allow them to draw from your well. Don't allow them to glean in your field. Don't allow them to pull from the success that God has given you. No, this is one of the greatest ways that God will block our blessings. This is one of the greatest ways that God will stop the flow of His favor upon your life, because God didn't bless you to fatten up your enemies. God did not bless you as a chosen person of God. God did not bless one of His children to fatten up the enemy. He did not. We have to be wise people. We have to be wise. And just because you have good intentions and you want to be a blessing to people, you got to understand that you're a target too. You are a target being chosen because of your very heart. You are a target, for one, because you're chosen. You're target because God put a stamp of approval on your life, and you are a big, big target because of the heart that you have. You know, people watch how giving you are. People listen to your conversation. See, this is why it's so important that you don't reveal your heart to everybody. You can't. You can't reveal the things that God is doing in your life. You can't tell people your plans. You can't. You only be led by the Holy Spirit as to who that you allow to know what things are going on in your life. Just like Samson. He laid his head in the lap of the wrong person. He poured out his heart to the wrong person. And the person that he poured his heart out to, it was the very person that betrayed him. The person that you are laying your heart to, the person that you are revealing everything about you, the person that you are just telling everything that you can, everything in you. You're expressing this to certain people. You're talking about it. And people are going behind your back betraying you. This is why sometimes we get broken so much in our spirit. This is why we're so broken emotionally, because we talk a little bit too much sometimes. We reveal too much. We're too trusting. We are, because we judge people by ourselves. Everybody doesn't have the same mindset as you. Everybody doesn't have the same desire as you. And everybody don't have the same heart as you. Everybody don't have the same spirit as you. So whenever you're doing this, you're going to have to be absolutely careful where you're laying down your information. People want to do good by you now because their life isn't going so well. Their life isn't going good. Their life is in a real bad spot. And they're looking at you, family, to save them. They're looking at you as a life preserver. They are, where they won't sink and they won't drown. Let them sink. Let them drown. They made their bed, so let them lay in it. They created these problems, so you let them find a way out of it. You know, people will respect you more. They may get mad at you at the moment, but let them. They'll get over it. They'll get over it or not. Let people do better by you, family of God. Give them opportunity to do better. Not just when life is going bad for them. That's not a good thing. You don't get excited about that. Never get excited when a person's life is going well and they don't do well by you at all. Don't ever get excited about that. That shows you the lack of respect that people have for you. And it shows you a lot about themselves. And you don't want to be affiliated with people like that. You don't want to be affiliated with people like that. You don't. So let people go. Let people go. That don't mean you well. Now they want to do better. They see your life prospering. They see your life growing. So now people want to come back in, and now people want to do better with their life. They do. But wave goodbye to these people. Wave goodbye to these people and allow these people to live right in that house that they built. Let them live in that home. That ditch that they dug and they buried themselves in that, let them sink in that sinking sand, that sinkhole. Let them. They created that foundation. So let them stay on that foundation. Don't pull them out. Don't pull them out. You're going to be disappointed. You're going to be disappointed every single time. You can avoid a lot of disappointments. You can avoid a lot of heartbreak in your life. You can avoid a lot of these things if we begin to be a little bit more wiser whenever we deal with people. Don't let people come in and glean off your life and glean off your successes, because you're going to fatten up your enemy, and your enemy is going to leave your life. It's going to disappear. Then you're going to look at these people like, how could they have the audacity to do you this way? We help people treat us that way. We teach people how to treat us, good or bad. So teach people how to treat you. And how do you teach people how to treat you? By creating boundaries, by setting these healthy boundaries, and by standing on these boundaries, by not violating these boundaries. You know, people want to do good by you now because their life is under a threat. Their life is in a really bad place. And it goes the same for you and I. We need to do better, and we need to be better people every single day of our life. Not when things start going bad in our life, we want to do the right thing. You know, a lot of times we want to do the right thing in life because we're in a really bad place and we want change. But God is looking at the intents of our heart as well, family of God, because what is going on in our life when things go good? Does God hear from us? You got to think about that. So always do better when things are good, and always do better when things are not going so well. I love you, family. You be alert, be sober-minded, because a lot of people who didn't do good by you then, they want to do better by you now. But ask yourself why you want to do better now. You don't have to ask them. Ask yourself that and look at their life, and that's going to be your answer. They want to do better by you now, not because they care, not because they mean it. No, Not because they're authentic, because they're not. Some people will be, but you're going to have to know the fruit of that person. But a lot of people are going to want to do better by you, family of God, because their life isn't going well. They're not happy, and they need something from you. You know, people who walk away from your life and they reappear, like Casper the ghost. Ask yourself, why are these people appearing back in my life? Don't think that you prayed for that and God answered your prayer if these people are in the same mode that they were before they left your life. No. They're coming back in your life, a lot of them, because their life didn't go plan the way they thought. You know, some people left your life and didn't see themselves trying to come back to you. See, this is why you don't let people back in your life that God kicked out of your life, that God evicted from your life. Don't you let these people back into your life. Why would you do that? Why would you do that? You're not going to get what you're looking for. They can't give that to you. They're not healed. They're broken. And secondly, family, they didn't want to give that to you. So you don't want to keep pouring into something that has a hole in the bottom of it. That bucket has a hole in it. So you can't reap what you wanted to reap from that. You can't. These people's lives are going down, I mean, quick. Just as fast as Lucifer was thrown out of heaven and hit the ground like lightning. This is as fast as these people's lives are going down. So now they got to come back to you. You want their first option that they wanted to come back to. They hated the fact that they had to come back to you. So don't let them. Do not let these people back into your life. Do not. You can do better, family of God. All they want to do is come in and take what you have and then leave your life. Don't. Stand up so you don't fall for anything. When you stand up for something, you won't fall for anything. Don't fall for these people's games and their gimmicks. Let them go play around with somebody else. You're mature people. You're mature people. You're strong, kingdom-minded people. And you don't have time to pat a cake with Satan. You don't play games, family of God. You are on your road to purpose and destiny, and these people are going to play around with buzzers, because that's what they are. They're low vibrational buzzers, and you are an eagle. Eagles soar. Let them go, family of God, and know why people are coming back in your life. Just know that. They want to do better by you now. Why? Because their life isn't going good. If their life was going well, you would never hear from these people. You think about that. And this is going to help you do the right thing. This is going to help you so much. You think about that. When their life was going so good, you never heard from these people. They didn't think about you one day. And if they did, you didn't know it because they didn't communicate with you. They had a lack of communication with you. They left your life like a ghost. They just threw you away. Now you are going to hear from people. Why are you hearing from these people? Because their life isn't going well. Don't fix it. Don't agree to fix it. And don't even give these people your ear. Don't even give people the pleasure of being in your presence. You know, some people is not worthy of grace in your presence anymore. Don't give these people the grace. Don't give these people the opportunity to grace your presence. Do not give these people the pleasure to even talk to you. You don't harbor hate in your life, but that chapter is gone. God has cut that. So you got to move on. You got to move on, family. Move on. Know why people don't want to do better by you. You got to know why people all of a sudden now want to do better by you. They want to do better by you now because you're doing better in your life. You were growing the time that they had you, but God just held your blessings up. You know why God did that? Because God had to let you know that that person wasn't on your team. They weren't on your team. You meant well. You were putting everything that you could in to make it happen, to make it grow. And God had to block your blessings. Everywhere that you look to try to get your blessing moving, God said, no, I'm not going to let your blessings come. I'm going to block it until you kick Satan out of your life. And once you evict Satan out of your mind and out of your life and out of your heart, I'm going to let your blessings flow. And I'm going to let these people who treated you like this from afar, I'm going to let them see this. And they're going to want to come back into your life. You know why? Because they judge you by the person that they used to know. You are no longer the same. You're not. You're not the same person. Now they're going to be offended. So let them sit in their feelings. We'll talk later, family, if it be the will of the Lord. Don't forget to like the video, share, and subscribe. Thank y'all for supporting that book, Becoming a Master of Divine Consciousness. Family, keep going. Keep going. You can make it. Tell yourself that. You can make it because you're going to make it. God is with you. And if God is with you, who in this world can be against you? Not one person. That weapon always form against you, but it'll never prosper. Not one time is it going to prosper. Don't get scammed. You see the scammers in the comments section, delete their replies. I'm not reaching out to anybody. Team Nikki G, I love you. Stay hooked up. Stay connected. I appreciate each and every one of you. Go and have an amazing day, family. Talk later. God's willing.